attend the World Cup is hitting the courts. New York and New Jersey subpoenaed FIFA this week as part of an investigation into its ticketing practices. The state attorney general cited soaring prices and reports that fans were misled about seat locations. New York City's mayor created a deal to combat the high prices, $50 tickets to all games at MetLife except for the final. Mayor Zoran Mamdani says the bargain is only available to New Yorkers.
We know that ticket prices for this tournament have soared into the thousands of dollars. There are countless New Yorkers desperate to attend a World Cup match, but who simply cannot afford to go. Many of them have somehow found my number and asked me if I can help them with Morocco-Brazil. We are making sure that working people will not be priced out of the game that they helped to create.